Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. Um, Mad day, really is a mad day. With the news of what's happened with Kirk Zouma. I broke it last night when I went live to talk about the Watford game in a pre-match thought, and the whole of the media world has blown it up. Um, he he's getting a lot of criticism, a lot of stick, which he truly deserves, but I just don't know where it leaves us now as a club. Like we've got a player now who's on a lot of wages, and I think he will, or he should be sacked. Really, I just listened to an interesting sort of media outlet sort of clip, and someone on there who's an ex-footballer turned around and basically said that there's no way he can ever play in England again, and that is no joke. Like people in the sort of backroom staff, his team members, they're going to be gunning for him big time because it's just not right. It's just not on. Obviously, last night I broke it and I was like lost for words. Really was lost for words. I didn't know what to say. Really, I was trying to talk about Watford tonight and how much of a game it's going to be. It's going to be a special game also for like the remembrance of Isla Caton. Um, it's I don't know. I don't know where to begin with this. I really do not. Um, when I look at West Ham, right, it's always a bumpy road, right? It's never plain sailing. It's never easy. Things never go according to plan, so to speak. Right, we all would love them to go to right smooth sailing, but it just never happens. It really just never happens at all. And if you've been a fan as long as I have, then you understand what I mean. But this coming out has just kicked us squarely in the bollocks big time. Really has. It's just like it's another hurdle, right? Another self-destruction mode on. Uh, and the question that I want to ask today on this sort of little video is: was West Ham made aware that the Sun were going to put a news article out? Because that would be an interesting thing to know. Uh, if they was made aware of it, then why was there no players in here? Because they know full well that Zuma was going to get the backlash big time. And it's just left us in such a weird situation now. So, I mean, we will play the game tonight. I will support the team. I will hope we get the win tonight. Do I think we get the win tonight? I just don't know. I think there's a lot of factors now. Do you know what I mean? We've got players who can't play, who are not good enough to play. We've got a centre half who's done ABH on a cat. And it's going to be an emotional game anyway in regards of the circumstances surrounding it. He is screwed. I agree with Vinny. He is screwed, and he shouldn't play in a West Ham shirt again. I'm afraid. Do you know what I mean? Even though he's been very, very good, um, it's unreal. Do you know what I mean? It just seems like when things are going good at West Ham, it's always something that's just there in the background, going right. We're just going to blow this up now and bring us that back down to reality. I'm stunned to a point, really, with him. Like now, I've sort of slept on it and seen it all today. I mean, it's on LBC and all that. Like it's gone like mainstream media big time, like, massive, blown it up, and he's like Mark Noble must be sitting there going, "What is going on at this club? Like, what is going on from top to bottom?" Like he works with like, let's be honest, they're work colleagues, and for him to go and do what he done was bad enough. But I think he's done that before. I think someone filming it, him doing that, says to me he's done that before. Because that ain't a spare of the moment thing. You don't just film something for the sake of filming something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like you can talk about other like players, you can talk about the team, you can say how crap we was on Saturday and what we expect tonight. But in the grand scheme of things, this is massively set West Ham back, big time, big time. Not only do if he does get the sack, which I've seen on social media and Twitter and everything else. People saying, I don't know, like you've got to give him a bit of leniency. But how can you give leniency on this? Really, you can't. It's just it just can't be done. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very deflated today. I hope the boys win tonight. Obviously, I'll be like supporting the boys all the way through. But in regards of him, he's lost a lot of respect, and I would be very surprised if he plays in a claret and blue shirt again. I really would. Let's have a look, see what everyone's saying. One big animal kicking a very small animal. Yeah, it sums it up really. It really does. Roy, Kirk Zouma has decided to beat up cats, and it's gone mainstream media, mate. Yeah, and he won't be playing tonight, and I don't think he plays for at least the next 4 games, if not the rest of the season. The problem is with it, West Ham are in a bit of an awkward situation now, because for me personally, what do you do with this man? Right, he's our best centre half at the club. Yeah, we could suspend him for next, say, 3-4 games, but does he play this season? And that's FA Cup, that's Europa League. Does he play again for West Ham? Now, in 4 weeks' time, things might die down, but it'll still be there. Like, I'll tell you an example. It might be a bit of a wrong example that I'm using, but Jamie Carragher done something very, very bad before, and he's still back on TV. So nothing would surprise me if we do see Kirk Zouma in a West Ham shirt again. But is it right? It's not right. You can't go and do things like that. So I don't know where we go with him there, if I'm honest. I'd like to hear everyone's thoughts on this, because it'd be interesting to know what everyone else thinks. Like, he's jeopardised our season. He's a main vocal point of the spine of our team. And he has completely and utterly fucked us over big time doing that. And not only that, it'd be interesting to know if West Ham do. Because surely, and I'm not too sure, I'll get to the comments shortly, surely someone from the media would have been informing West Ham that a news article will be coming out on Kirk Zouma. Like, but then it's too late then, isn't it? Really, let's be honest. What we got here, I scroll right down to the bottom, because I've missed so many comments. How will the teammates feel, and how will they affect the performance? I don't think it'll affect their performance. They're professionals. I think they will know what to do in regards of things. But I'm just gutted, because it's like, when it seems to be going really, really well at West Ham United Football Club, there's always something that just goes, you know what, wallop, straight down, like to back where we're supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Zouma has got to take a lot of stick. Yeah. Should he ever play for West Ham again? He's like, remains to be seen. The problem is the fan base will be massively split on this. Some of the fans will be like, well, he's our best centre half. Like, we've just paid a lot of money for him. West Ham can't afford to get rid of him. Other people will be saying, get rid of him. We don't want him at our club, and be adamant on that. So the fan base are going to be torn on this one. But I look at him and I'd say to him, I say, like, listen, you're a lot of money, right? There's people out there who suffer with mental health. I have to deal with people who are mentally ill, and I know how hard that struggle is. Like, there's people out there struggling financially. There's people who contemplate suicide on a daily basis. Do you know what I mean? And there's Kirk Zouma, who's got the life that we would all love to have, like an easy life, really. And he just goes and does something that sort of stupid, and not only jeopardise his career, right, but it's just put shame on his name there. Like, he will be known as, like, Zouma, like, the cat basher, basically. And that's just not on. It's just not on. It's just not right. It's not on, and it's unacceptable. It, and then this video is more of me sort of expressing my very much disappointment in him, because he's come to the club. He's been a breath of fresh air. Like, he's been our most influential defender. He's been very, very good. We've missed him when he got injured. But you know what makes me more laugh and makes me sick to the stomach is that I believe that was filmed when he was injured. And he's kicking his cat around, and we're hoping to get him back. That ain't recent, I don't think. Not at all. Don't think that happens on the Saturday night and it's out on the Monday unless someone's really got it in big time. So yeah, I'm just gutted, absolute gutted, and my thoughts for him have massively changed. I did like Kirk Zouma. I thought he was one of our best players at West Ham, but now, me personally, I'd like to see him gone. I don't want to see him at West Ham now, because we're supposed to be building something for the future here. And it's like Mason Greenwood, for instance, that with the Man United situation. I don't think he could get on the pitch again, right? Do you know what I mean? Unless he's found, unless he gets sentenced and then he goes away. And I don't think he plays for Manchester United this season. And I think what they will do with Zouma, I feel they will do the same. They will usher this out like they always do with certain things. Let's be honest, things have happened in the past with other players. Lee Hughes, anyone who remembers Lee Hughes from back in the day, West Bromwich Albion striker, he killed someone, death by dangerous driving. And he still managed to keep playing football, and that was a bad moment. But this is bad, right? Because everyone's got a cat, everyone's got a pet, everyone will look at him in a different light at West Ham now. His work colleagues will look at him. But the interesting thing I do want to know, right, is did West Ham know about this coming out? That's the interesting one. And if they did know about it, why didn't they do anything about it? Why didn't they just get someone in here? I'm going to talk a bit about football because I don't want to keep it all on Kirk Zouma. But them questions would need to be asked. If someone in their media team knows that story is going to be, and usually something of that high caliber of club, player, actor, whatever, when a story's coming out, they usually get whiff of it's going to be coming out. So, yeah, I'd like to know if West Ham knew about that. Do you know what I mean? Zouma can't see he's wrong. I think he thinks it's funny. He apologised for offending viewers, not about the vile views. He won't change. Yes, he's on a lot of money, but he's morally bankrupt. Yeah, I agree, Lauren. But the problem is with that is that there's people out there who are in bad times in the world. COVID, mental health, cancer, to name a few. I look at him and I think you're a 26-year-old man. You've got a family. You've got a nice big house, probably out in Surrey somewhere. You're set for life. Like, you haven't got to go out and work on a building site or go and sweep the roads or dig ditches or anything like that. You know what I mean? And he's privileged. He's a privileged man. He can go and buy the best things in life, enjoy his life, best healthcare, and he goes and just throws it all away, right, for sheer stupidity. It's just stupidity. And as I said at the start of the video, I do believe he's done this before. I think someone's he's done it before. Someone's found it funny, and when he's gone to do it again, someone's filmed him, and that's what I believe will happen. So, yeah, I'm just devastated, really, mate. As I've found this club for 35 years of my life, right, all I want to see is success at West Ham. That's all I want. I don't ask for a lot. I'm not asking for the players to go out and try and win the league or try and win a cup or something. But I would like to see it. I would like to see us win something. And it just seems like brick by brick we get pulled away, each and every time. And it just makes it hard work now. And now I don't want to knock Diop, but Diop has got to step up now. He has to step up now, Diop, right? Because if Issa Diop doesn't step up, then I don't want to see him here next year. I really don't. But that will remain to be seen. That really will. I agree with what Roy just said there, funny enough. The problem is these Premier League footballers think they're above the law. And it's very true. They do. Mason Greenwood, Mendy, Gylfi Sigurdsson, Kirk Zouma. The problem is, and I heard it today on another channel, is there's no like YTS scheme no more. Like in the youth setup, they should be made to work for their wages rather than just roll in, roll out, and get paid a nice wage. And there's no respect no more. Like, do you know what I mean? People think they can throw money at it because they have got loads and loads of money. They can go and do wrong and then chuck £50 notes at people and it will go away. But the average fan, the average Joe Bloggs down the street who works for a living, goes on, provides for his family. Some people have to go to food banks and for struggling. Yeah, to them that's not on, right? That's not normal. Right, we're the normal ones, and sometimes I look at some Premier League footballers and I think they are far from normal. Do you know what I mean? It's just because they kick a bag of air about. And they're very, very good at it. That's why they get the credibility and the respect from the fan base. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm devastated. As I say, I really am. I feel so angry with him. Really. All right, I look at him. All right, and the problem is this is building with West Ham. And I don't want it to build with West Ham, like with the toxicity of the club at the minute. All I want to see is us progress and hopefully do something in my lifetime. Like I don't want to be sitting here in 35 years' time at 70 years old, right? And so like I've not seen West Ham win anything. Do you know what I mean? But that will remain to be seen. Obviously tonight is a big game, as I say. It's going to be an emotional game. The boys need to perform tonight. After this coming out, the boys have a duty to go out there and put in a top quality performance, and I expect a top quality performance tonight. I think Declan will get them all up for it. I think he will make them aware that like they are players at West Ham United Football Club. And when you look at Declan Rice, and I do, like I love him. I love the geezer. 22 years old, 23 years old, I think he is now. He's got a heart, right, like noble. He's been brought up with that sort of humble background. And there's no chip on his shoulder. He don't think he could go and earn millions elsewhere, right? And he will do. Let's be honest, as fans, we all know that. But he's got respect. He's got respect for the people around him. He's got people respect for people he works with. Don't see Declan Rice in the papers. Declan Rice don't even drink. So that to me is like a model professional. And you've got some people like Zouma, Mason Greenwood, Mendy, who think because they're Charlie Big Bollocks and they've got a load of money wrapped around them, they're untouchable. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm gutted, as I say, but all I'm going to say is this: I'd like to know if West Ham knew that this story was running. That's the real question that needs to be asked. Was this story coming out? Like, did they know before the window shut that this story was coming? Because if they did know this story was coming, then they need to be held accountable and all. Because you know the backlash was going to happen there, and you've just done nothing again. But we will find out. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy the game tonight if you're watching the game. It's a big game for West Ham. And if you're going, yeah, it's going to be emotional and, well, it's going to be sad for Isla, Caitlin's family. But do you know what? That's one girl who was a very brave girl, and her family are very brave people, decent people. They're local to me, to the area. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be an emotional night for them also. So, yeah. If you like my content, please do give me a subscribe. It goes a long way. It helps the channel out greatly. Getting my numbers up slowly but surely. Please like the video also. It helps me out. It gets me out there. So yeah, Kirk Zouma, you've let everyone in a West Ham fan base down in what you've done. And for me, mate, I don't think you should just You deserve to play for West Ham United Football Club. You should be honoured to play for this club. This is the best club on the planet, and you've let us down as fans. Do you know what I mean? There should be no second chances. You can't be going and doing things like that, and you've got no respect. And really, what you've done is you've crippled the fan base, because this is our year to hopefully win something. You've just made it 10 times harder now. Do you know what I mean? So shame on you, sir. Shame on you. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thank everyone for watching. Take care. All the best. Stay safe out there in the world, and come on West Ham tonight. Don't let me down. Bye for now.